What's good? SAMSON'S Man of Strategies. Gentlemen, say nobody cares. Well, I do. I'm so fired up, y'all. I'm so fired up. Sometimes there's a state of waiting. We don't know the duration of the waiting period, but we have to sometimes wait. And while we are waiting, I submit to you that you stay busy working on your craft. Stay busy doing what you was called to do. Stay busy filling up your cup. Because you might get that phone call that you need. You might get that email that you've been looking for. But you have to apply yourself over and over and over and over and over again. What are you looking for? What are you waiting on? Where are you going? How are you going to get there? What's your destination? In a previous video of mine, I talked about the him and how the mind is the him. The mind is the him. The steering mechanism of a ship. Your mind is important. You can't do nothing without your mind. You can't do nothing without your heart. And there's this thing called auto-suggestion. If you speak life into the very thing that you desire, you can have it. If you speak life into the situation that you're going through or already in, you can get out of that situation. But you got to believe that you can do it. I'm fired up because I've been waiting for a very long time for some traction. And while I wait, I have to still read. I have to listen to podcasts. I have to be positive. You got to be very careful how much you complain. Because the world, the universe, the cosmos has a very funny way of withholding certain things from you because you just haven't got it yet. You talking too much, you complaining too much, you're doing all this complaining, and that's one of the reasons why things are not happening the way you would like for them to happen for you. So when bad things happen, sometimes it's just best to just close your mouth. For a few moments, I want to talk upon erase the opinion. Erase the opinion. The opinion of self-doubt, the opinion of others, the opinion of what society says you can and cannot do, the opinions of these platforms that we find ourselves looking at, listening to, and being on. It's all an opinion. Even the books that we read, it's an opinion. The churches that we go to, we listen to a certain pastor, 9 times out of 10, it's his opinion or her opinion. Marcus Aurelius said, erase the opinion. I am harmed. At once, the feeling of being harmed disappears. Marcus Aurelius. Erase the opinion. Erase the opinion that you are harmed. And at once, the feeling of being harmed disappears. That's good news. Because there are some situations that we don't think that we can get out of. But if we can just speak it, it will come to pass. If we can just think it, it can come to pass. These treacherous storms that we are going through, the shortcomings that we're going through, if we can just speak it, if we can just think it, if we can just move by faith and not by sight, the very thing that we're in, the situation that we're in, the problem that we are in can disappear, because we know that if we say it's going to be all right, it's going to be all right. We know that sun is going to shine again. We know that our relationships with our fathers and our parents can come back together again. We know that when we're dealing with folks at work, all we got to do is just speak it. All we got to do is just say it. All we got to do is believe it. And those situations will come to pass. You're not going to be there forever. But while you're there, you got to keep working. Keep working. Keep your head down. Keep your head down. Keep working. Keep working. Because you never know when you're going to receive some good news. All because you were persistent in your thinking. Don't waver. Oh yeah, some of y'all about to give up, but don't give up. Some of you about to throw in the towel, but don't do that either. Some of you gonna throw your phone into the water. Don't do that. Wait for that phone call. Wait for that phone call, because it's coming. And all those denials that you went through, all those people that forgot about you, all those people that didn't answer the phone when you called, all those individuals that so-called loved you, when they don't step up to the plate to be there for you, and you find yourself being rejected, you find yourself being in denial, don't worry, because what's for you is for you. Sometimes we deal with denial and we deal with rejection only for us to get to our destination. So we have a closed door here. We have a closed door there. We have a closed door here. We have a closed door behind us. A door is going to open up. All these different closed doors is an opportunity for us to get to the right door. You understand what I'm saying? Because although it may be rejection, there's a cliche out there, rejection is sometimes God's protection. It is. Rejection is God's protection. Erase the opinion. Stop caring about what other people think. Stop caring about what other people are doing. Erase the opinion. You got all these different lessons on the board, what to do, what not to do, what they say, what this person says, what this person says, but then you have an eraser by the board. Erase that garbage. So what? They called you lame. So what? They called you a terrible father. So what? They said that you couldn't make it. So what? They said that you couldn't find a job. So what? They said that you couldn't go back to school. So what? They said that you don't belong here. Erase the opinion of others. But before you erase the opinion of others, you got to erase the opinion of yourself. Erase the opinions of yourself. It's difficult because sometimes, if we be real, we don't always feel like we're going to make it. We don't always feel like we're going to get that job. We don't always feel like we're going to get an approval from an institution. We don't always feel like things are going to go like we would like for them to go, and sometimes they don't. But sometimes they can. They can go the way that we want them to go. Erase the opinion. If you erase the opinion that you are harmed, you are not harmed. There is nothing that can come against you because you got the mind, you got the helm, you got everything you need to keep going. Those of us who are in business, we're entrepreneurs. We have to erase the opinion that others think that we can't make it, that others think that we don't have enough money, we don't have enough cash flow, that our ideas suck, that our ideas won't help society. We got all these ideas, we got all these inventions. Can you imagine all these things that we have now? They came from somebody's mind. It was invented. They had to erase the opinion of others. Everything that we touch, everything that we use, everything that we place in our body had to come from somebody's mind. A certain food, a certain item, a car, keys, books, all of it came from somebody's mind. And as always, this is raw and unscripted. So can you imagine how powerful you really are if you erase the opinion that you are harmed? Get up and dust yourself off. Get up and walk yourself to the job. Get up. Fill out that application. Get up and dust yourself off. Get up. Because a mind is a terrible thing to waste. Get up and prove to yourself that you can make it. It don't matter what somebody else says. It don't matter what somebody else is doing. Get up and erase the opinion. Get up because you are somebody. Get up because you can make it. Get up because your ideas can come to pass. Get up because that job is yours. Get up because that house is yours. Get up because that woman is yours. That man is yours. Get up. That money is yours. Quit playing with your life. Quit having so much doubt and get up. There's a story about a man by the pool of Bethesda. One of my favorite stories, man. He was by the pool. He was so sick. And he was there for so many years. And every time he tried to go to the water, somebody would, this is his complaint, somebody would get in there before me. And when he and those that were sick saw the waters move, they thought it was some angelic spirits. Something magnificent was happening. Jesus saw this. He saw the man. And he asked the man, why you not getting up? This is what I love about this. He tells the man, get up. The man tells Jesus, Well, I can't get up. By the time I try to go to the pool, someone gets in there before me, and I just want to be healed. And what's interesting is I've heard Pastor Booth, Pastor Booth out of Ohio, he said, y'all focusing on the wrong situation. The sick man was focusing on the wrong situation. Yes, the waters were stirred. Yes, there was something magnificent happening to the waters. But the man that's standing by the pool is telling you to get up, and you still wouldn't get up. You had an opportunity to get up so that you can be healed. Who cared about the water stirring up? He was standing by the man that was by the pool. Who was the man? The man was Jesus. If we can just erase the opinion that we are harmed, we can get up. Everything is a mindset. Marcus Aurelius said, and at once the feeling of being harmed disappears. So whatever situation that you're in, you have the power to make it disappear. You got the power, you got the strength, you got the will, you got the tenacity to make your situation disappear. I'm fired up because you got to understand that you are not doing life by yourself. God is doing it with you. You got to understand that you are not doing life by yourself. You got to get up. You got to motivate yourself. You got to tell yourself everything is going to be all right. You got to tell yourself you will make it. You got to tell yourself I will go to this job. You got to tell yourself I will fill out the application. You got to tell yourself that you will be successful. You will make it. You got to tell yourself that I can make this situation disappear. And what's interesting is I was always told, my mom always told me, God help those who help themselves. God help those who help themselves. What that means is that you have to be the product of your blessing. You have to actively be a part of your blessing. You can't sit back and watch God do anything. You got to be a part of it. Some of y'all have faith, some of y'all don't. Some of y'all believe, then some of y'all don't. I'm telling you, if you believe and you have faith as a side of a mustard seed, you can move mountains. You can tell that mountain you need to move. You can do it. It don't matter. Christian, Jew, Greek, Muslim, it does not matter. Buddhist, it does not matter. It does not matter. It does not matter. There is power and life in your tongue. Whatever you speak, it shall come to pass. Keep that negative talk out your mouth, negative thoughts out your mind, if you can help it. Because you have the power to make your crooked path straight. You have the power to speak into your situation. You have the power to tell yourself that you will be a millionaire. Here come money skipping out the sky.